And welcome everyone to Mulcahy Stadium. The setting of today's ball game between the Anchorage Bucs and your Matsu Miners. Miners coming off a tough loss last night if you were watching. A walk-off single in the bottom of the ninth to give the Bucs the win. We have a doubleheader today as Eric Webb looks to step in and get things going as number 28 Brett Finnell's on the mound for the Bucs. And here's the first pitch. Low and outside for ball one. Lineup for the Miners, Justin Kirby up next on deck. Drew Williamson in the hole. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Lined straight back. Nailed the press box there as batting cleanup is number 15 Aaron Walters at DH. 11 Ricky Martinez follows. Colin Montez after that. Cody Huff, Sam Thompson, and rounding out the order is Tyler Porter as the 1-1 pitch misses for ball two. Gorgeous day for some baseball here. Supposed to be sunny for the duration of the two of these ball games. And the 2-1 pitch fouled out of play. A nice 69 degrees right now. Should stay that way for the next 2-3 hours. Sunset tonight, 11:39 p.m. here in downtown Anchorage. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Stayed alive there and fouled it off straight back. And the count will remain 2-2. Defensively for the Bucs, Brett Finnell's on the mound, throwing to Caden Hobson in the catcher position. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball three, runs it full. Justin Cook on third, Tashi Nakiwaki at short, Cole Tate at second, and Cheney Rogers at first. And here's the payoff pitch. Nailed Eric Webb, and he'll take first base on a hit by pitch. So Miners get a runner on early as Justin Kirby steps up for the Miners. Justin Kirby steps in. In left field for the Bucs, Justin Vandenbrake, center Isaac Barrera, and right field Blake Paul. First pitch to Kirby outside for ball one. 1-0 pitch, swings and misses for strike one. Justin Kirby, 286 on the year. Last night he had the go-ahead home run in the top of the seventh inning. Throw over to first to make sure Webb's not going. He gets back in time safely. Webb takes his lead, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball two. Two-on pitch. Swings and fouls that back for strike two. 2-2 is the count. Runner at first for the Miners here in the top of the first. Webb got on with that hit by pitch. And he takes his lead at first. Brett Finnell on the mound, toes the mound, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swings and misses for strike through, so Kirby's down on strikes for out number one. Now batting Drew Williamson out of the University of Alabama, batting .333 on the year for the Miners. Pickoff attempt at first, not successful as Webb's back in time. Pickoff attempt again. Williamson last night was 0 for 2, but with a few walks, and was one of the 4 runs the Miners got across the plate. And here's the first offering to him. Outside for ball one. here's the 1-0 pitch. Hits that outside part of the plate this time for strike one. 1-0's the count. Brett Fennell, this is his second appearance in the ABL. In his first appearance, had a loss to the Oilers. Got the no decision, though, in that ball game. And the runner goes. But Williamson will foul it straight back. So Webb will have to go back to first. In that game, he pitched 5 complete innings. Gave up 2 earned runs on 4 hits. 2 strikeouts to 2 walks. And he sells in for the 1-2 pitch. Outside for ball 2. As Fennell will start the day with a 3.60 ERA. Throws over at first again, making sure Webb is not going. As he already showed that he is wanting to attempt to steal, possibly. As he had to go back to first on the foul ball. Fennell settles in for the 2-2, and here is the pitch. Swings and foul tips it back into the catcher's glove for strike 3, so that'll be out number 2 on 2 consecutive strikeouts for Fennell. As Aaron Walters, batting DH today, will step into the plate, looking to do something with the leadoff hit by pitch in the inning with Webb on first. And here's the first offering to him. Runner goes. Ball gets away from Hobson behind the plate. And Webb will steal that base without a throw attempt. And he'll be staying in scoring position on second. So Miners hoping to get a run across here early with 2 outs. A man on second and Aaron Walters at the plate. And here's the second offering to him in the dirt for ball 2. Walters, Kerrville, Texas native, attends Texas A&M. Webb takes his lead at second, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to shortstop Tashi Nakawaki. The throw to first will be in time for out number 3. So Miners get a runner on by a hit by a pitch, but no hits and a runner left on as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the first now. Tie ball game 0-0 as the Miners had a leadoff hit by a pitch but couldn't do anything with it as we move to the bottom half of the first inning. Brandon Birdsell on the mound for the Miners tonight. Has 1 game under his belt in relief as he pitched 1 1/3 innings against the Pilots on June 10th. Had 3 strikeouts on 1 walk as first pitch ball to Isaac Barrera. And Barrera was known for some fireworks last night as the 1-0 pitch misses low for ball 2. In the bottom of the 9th inning, he had runners on second and third. Barrera up at the plate, singles it to left field to bring in the winning run as the 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1, as well as being 3 for 5 on the night with 2 singles and a triple. And a part of 4 of the 5 Bucs runs as the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. A Kent, Washington native and the University of Gonzaga as the 2-2 pitch in there for strike 3, and Barrera will be down on strikes to get things going for the Miners defensively. Defensively, they're set up. Birdsell on the mound throwing to Sam Thompson at catcher. First base is Drew Williamson. Second, Tyler Porter, Baylor University athlete. Ricky Martinez at short. Cody Huff at third. Colin Montez at left. Justin Kirby in center, and Eric Webb in right, as Chad Castillo, designated hitter for the Bucs tonight, will swing and miss for strike 1. The rest of the lineup for the Bucs go Channing Rogers batting third, Blake Paul batting third, Channing Rogers batting cleanup, Caden Hobson fifth, Justin Cook sixth, Justin Vandenbrake 7th, Cole Tate batting 8th, and rounding things out is batting 9th, Tashi Nakiwaki, as the 0-2 pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Birdsell attends Texas A&M as he steps off the mound and will step right back on. A 6'1", 230 right-hander out of Willis, Texas. And here's the 1-2 pitch fouled. And the count will remain 1-2. Castillo last night was 1 for 3, as his year-to-date average for the Bucs is 370. As the top of the lineup for the Bucs is very lethal, as the 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball 2. First 3 batters all above 250, and as Castillo swings and misses for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Birdsell, off to a great start as he faces off against Blake Paul, batting 250 on the year. And here's the first offering to him. Swings and misses for strike 1. So Birdsell looks to be locked in at the moment. And here's the 1-0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Paul, a Scottsdale, Arizona native, attends Arizona University. And he steps into the batter's box, ready for an 0-2 pitch from Birdsell, and here it is. Inside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. So far, 2 straight strikeouts for Birdsell on the mound, as he looks to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play, and the count will remain 1-2. Again, with the double headers, these 2 games are 7 innings apiece, as Birdsell dials in on the 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. 2's on the board now with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, as Birdsell looking to get out of this first inning smoothly, as the 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled out of play, and the count remained 2-2. Clear skies today, very sunny as well. As I mentioned, a little under 70 degrees, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back again, and the count remained 2-2. Wind flying a couple miles an hour to the left. Shouldn't be much of a obstacle as the 2-2 pitch is fouled out of play again, and the count will remain 2-2. So Paul battling here with a 2-2 count. As Birdsell will toe the mound. Gets a sign he likes. Kicks and deals the 2-2. Fouled straight back again, and the count will remain 2-2. Paul versus Birdsell now in a long at bat. See who's going to come out on top. As Birdsell dials in, shakes off a sign, gets the sign he likes. And here's the 2-2. Misses outside for ball 3, and the count will go full. And here's the 3-2. In the dirt for ball 4, so Paul will win that battle with a walk. As he fought very hard for that one, as Chaney Rogers will come up to the plate for the Bucs. Rogers, University of Georgia student athlete from Ringgold, Georgia. As he went deep against the Miners in that doubleheader early on in the season. As first pitch to him swung on and missed for strike 1. So similarities in the first 2 innings. Each pitcher has allowed 1 base on balls and 2 strikeouts so far, as the 0-1 pitch is grounded to first baseman Drew Williamson. The toss over to Birdsell at first will be in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So 2 strikeouts for Birdsell, as the Bucs will leave a man on. As we go to the top of the 2nd, score still remains 0-0. And welcome back here in the top of the 2nd inning. No score from either team so far through 1, as the score remains 0-0. Leading off for the Miners is Ricky Martinez. Martinez, a Morgan Hill, California native. As last night he went 0 for 3 with a walk. As first pitch to him is popped up. Right fielder Blake Paul appears to be under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Doesn't get easier than that for Brett Finnell on the mound, who has been pitching very smoothly the first 2 1 1/3 innings. As first at bat was a hit by pitch that he faced off against, but ever since then been very smooth. As Colin Montez will step up into the plate. Misses outside for ball 2. Finnell on the mound is a Riverside, California native. a freshman at Cal Baptist University, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one. Montez batting 0.59 on the season so far. As Fennel misses low for ball three, and a hitter's count for Montez as the count moves to 3-1. Montez from Marysville, Washington, a sophomore at Wazoo University. Here's the 3-1 pitch outside for ball four. So Miners will get a base runner here with one out, as Montez will take first. Bringing up Cody Huff, Scottsdale High School graduate as of May, as he will be attending Stanford in the fall, hoping to study engineering. As Montez takes his lead at first, a throw over to make sure he's not going anywhere. Not in time, as Fennel will toe the rubber again. And here's the first offering to Huff. Fouled straight back for strike one. Huff was the top Arizona high school position prospect for the class of 2019. And here's the 0-1 pitch to him. Crushed into left center field. Looks like that's going to drop against the wall. Montez rounding third. Dave Dennis 7ing him home. And he will score easily as the Miners will take the lead with an RBI double from Huff. So just like that, Miners will strike early in this ball game. And in these 7-inning matchups, it's so important to get ahead as fast as possible, as they're still looking to strike for more with Cody Huff on second now. Until that point that he gave up that walk, he set down 4 straight, as now he has to face off against Sam Thompson. Attends Kent State University with Justin Kirby on the team. A Brenham, Georgia native, as he's ahead in the count 1-0. Now 2-0 as Fennel misses low for ball two. And Brandon, ever since Cody Huff has made the trip up here and has been starting playing games, he has been on fire, batting .375 so far. As Thompson lines that into left center field. Off the wall again. Huff will score easily. Sam Thompson will take second, standing up, and the Miners are up 2-0. If we were at Herman Brothers Field, we would call this a rally in the valley with 2 straight doubles to bring home runners, as the Miners lead now 2-0. Catcher Caden Hobson just out on the mound now to settle down Brett Fennel, as he has given up 2 straight doubles pretty much in the same general area in that left center field area where it singled hop the wall. As Sam Thompson is now at second and takes his lead with Tyler Porter up at the plate. Porter batting .273 in the Alaska Baseball League, and the first pitch to him outside for ball one. Fennel looks at Thompson at second, and on the pitch, fouled out of play for strike one. 1-1's the count, 1 out as the Miners now lead here in the top of the second. Montez got everything started with a walk with 1 out. Huff doubled him in, and Sam Thompson doubled in Huff. As the 1-1 pitch is popped up to left field, Justin Vandenbrake, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So top of the lineup now for the Miners with Eric Webb up at the plate. In his first appearance, he was hit by a pitch. As he's batting .444 on the year. St. Peters, Missouri native. A junior at Central Missouri. And here's the first offering to him inside for ball one. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Sam Thompson taking his lead at second. Hoping to get an RBI single here from Eric Webb at the plate. Here with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to second baseman Cole Tate. The throw to Chaney Rogers at first will be in time for out number 3. So the Miners will score 2 on 2 RBI doubles as the Miners lead 2-0 going into the bottom half of the second inning. Miners strike first in this one as they are now 2-1 all season when striking first. But their last time they struck first was last night. As the first pitch to Caden Hobson will be in there for strike one. Birdsell with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled at a play, and Birdsell will get ahead early in this account with the count moving to 0-2. Hobson pinched hit yesterday and went 1 for 1 as he was the game-winning run in the bottom of the ninth as he tips that one out of play, and the count will remain 0-2. Oh and 2's the count. Hobson at the plate here in the bottom half of the second inning, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and driven straight back again for the count to remain 0-2. Birdsell getting ahead in counts early on in this ball game, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled again, straight back. He's been getting ahead early, and then hitters have been battling him to make him throw what they want to see, as he has 2 strikeouts, a walk, and ground out so far. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in there for strike 3. Got him looking, as that will be his 3rd strikeout on the night. And Birdsell will leave off. We'll start right where he left off in the bottom of the first, as Justin Cook is up at the plate. 1 for 4 last night. And here's the first offering to him. Swung on and missed for strike 1. And then again, there again, he gets ahead early in the count. 0-1's the count. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again for strike 2. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded, out of play for a foul ball. 0-2 is the count. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third baseman Cody Huff. The throw to first will be in time. What a play by Huff at third.
What a play is right. Cody Huff was running to his right, was at third base, had to gather it, throw across his body, across the diamond, and maybe an even better play by Drew Williamson to pick that ball out of the dirt while stretching and just barely being able to keep his tippy toe on the bag to get the second out of the inning. And we see Bucs manager Grant Palmer going to have a talk with the first base umpire on that one, as he doesn't agree with that call.
Yeah, he's voicing his displeasure right now with the call. Doesn't look like the umpire's going to change much. As now first base coach will now run across the diamond to potentially talk to the third base umpire. Oh no, that was the third base coach. So the third base coach ran all the way to first to talk to the umpire about it. So I did not see him run over there. As the first pitch to Justin Vandenbrake will not be in there for ball one. 1-0 pitch fouled out of play, and the count will go to 1-1. A lot of foul balls out of play so far in this one. The Bucs are scrambling for as many balls as they can find as the count moves to 1-1. And here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. And the count will go to 1-2. Birdsell will toe the mound. Gets the sign he likes. Kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. Grounded to Drew Williamson at first. Over to Birdsell. As first base umpire will call him safe. So a little chopper to Drew Williamson. Puts him out of play where the pitcher, Brandon Birdsell, will run to first. As the throw in first is not in time. And first base umpire will call him safe. So Justin Vandenbrake will reach on that infield single. And that will be their first hit on the night. And here's Birdsell's first offering, and Cole Tate is in there for strike one. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to second baseman Tyler Porter. Hard hit to over to Drew Williamson in time for out number 3. So Birdsell will give up one hit in that inning, but nothing doing for the Bucs. I'll be throwing over to Brandon Monty for the 3, 4, 5 innings as the Miners lead 2-0.
Who's batting for us?
Justin Kirby.
Okay. Shit, where's my notepad? Right here. Aha. I need that. Alright. Justin Kirby is leading off for the Miners here in the top of the third as they lead the Anchorage Bucs 2-0. Welcome back in, folks. Brandon Monty alongside Nick Veland. Happy as always to be broadcasting Matsu Miners baseball here on YouTube Live. Brett Finnell is ready from the windup. The first pitch to Kirby in there at the knees for a called strike one with the fastball. Kirby entering tonight's contest, a .286 hitter. 2 long balls on the year, including one last night as the 0-1, a breaking ball that bounces about 3 feet in front of the plate for ball 1. Miners already with a 2-0 lead here. They've got 2 hits to their credit. The 1-1 to Kirby, again missing in the dirt. So Finnell falls behind in the count, 2-1. Entering today's contest, the Anchorage Bucs 6-1 on the season. They've won 5 straight games. The Miners 3-4, sitting 3 games out of the Bucs as the 2-1 pitch misses low. Fastball just below the knee, so Kirby's got a hitter's count here, 3-1. Kirby's home run last night was argued by the Bucs. They thought it went left of the foul pole. It was close as the 3-1 runs inside. Not sure if it hit him or he walked, but either way, Kirby is standing on first. So the Miners get a base runner here to start their half of the third.
Second time tonight where Finnell on the mound had 3 balls and it had an inside pitch that run in and hit the batter. Excuse me, I was stumbling there.
2 hit by pitches tonight for the Bucs. They've also walked a batter. That was a problem for the Bucs pitching staff last night. They walked 5 batters as the first pitch to Drew Williamson, a fastball that misses away 1-0. Funny enough, all 5 of those walks were in the same inning. If you remember last night, the Miners scored 2 runs in the 6th off the strength of 5 walks and 2 passed balls as Finnell throws over to keep Kirby honest at first. Kirby stole his first base of the season last night. The Miners 6 for 6 on the year in stolen bases, actually 7 for 7 after Webb steal earlier as Williamson takes a called strike one at the knees. Drew Williamson digs back in. The Miners 3 hitting first baseman as the pitch to him is fouled off to the left side, and that one's going to get out of play. Williamson, a .364 hitter on the year. He was first for Alabama in walks and on-base percentage this past year, and 3rd in batting average. It'll be a righty on lefty matchup here. Finnell working from the left side of the rubber and quickly snaps over to first. But he couldn't catch Kirby off guard as he slides back in safely. Miners come into this one averaging 4.8 runs per game as Kirby takes off. The throw down to second is not in time, so Justin Kirby snags another stolen base. The second straight game that he's stolen second, and his second stolen base on the year in 2 attempts. So the Miners now 8 for 8 on stolen bases. And as we've noticed, Nick, over these last couple of games, the Miners starting to get a little more aggressive on the base paths. Finnell working from the stretch. The 2-2 misses away for a ball, so Williamson has drawn a full count here, 3-2. Williamson set down on strikes in his first time aboard. There's a runner on second, nobody down. Miners looking to pad their lead here. They're up 2-0. 3-2 on the way to Williamson is chopped foul to the right side, and that one's going to scoot over out of play. So we'll do it again, 3-2. Matsu Miners looking for their first victory of the year against the Anchorage Bucs. The Bucs have taken the first 3 contests of this season series. Finnell ready at the belt. Another 3-2 is popped up, foul to the left side, and that one will go over towards the parking lot out of play. Remember, folks, a foul ball can do some serious damage to your car. You can always visit the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. Kirby gets his lead off second, the 3-2 on the way to Williamson, and a good at-bat by the Miners' first baseman as he fouled off a couple of tough pitches and draws a walk. And we've seen plenty of that tonight. A lot of batters working the pitch count of these pitchers with a lot of foul balls. And Williamson's discipline and persistence pays off as he's now standing on first, Two base runners now to start the inning for the Miners. And still nobody out as Aaron Walters, who grounded out to short his first time aboard, digs back in. Walters, a member of the Miners last year, awaits the first pitch, and it's low, ball one. The one thing that the Bucs have not done so well so far this year, at least on the mound, is with their control. They have more walks than any other pitching staff in the ABL as Walters grounds one to the hole in right field. That's a base hit. Kirby's being waved around third. He's going to try to score. The throw to the plate is in time, and Kirby is gunned down at home plate. That throw by Blake Paw in right field was right on the money, and Kirby was out by about 2 steps. So same situation, just one out now. Aaron Walters gets his first hit of the season, but unable to get another RBI.
There's nothing you can do there. Kirby, one of the fastest runners on the Miners, with David Dennis knowing that, definitely sending him home in that situation, and just a great throw by Paul in right field.
First pitch to Ricky Martinez misses inside, so he's ahead 1-0. Miners still have 2 men on, 1 man out. Williamson over at second with Aaron Walters at first. Finnell working from the belt out of the stretch. The 1-0 pitch to Martinez is lined to third. Corralled by Cook. He steps on the bag for one. Throws across the diamond to first for the double play. So on 2 straight plays, the Miners can't catch any lucky breaks. A good reflex there by Cook to dive to his right, step on the bag, and then have the presence of mind to throw to first for the 5-3 double play. Miners leave a couple guys on. We're through 2.5 here at Mulcahy Stadium. The Miners still lead it 2-0. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, bottom of the third, coming up the 9-1-2, set to dig in for Grant Palmer's Anchorage Bucs as shortstop Taishi Nakawaki takes his first turn at the plate. He was 1 for 3 in last night's contest with a run scored. Brandon Birdsell back out on the mound for the Miners as his first pitch misses away for ball 1. Birdsell's been throwing darts to this point. 3 punch-outs, just 1 hit allowed. As the 1-0 to Nakawaki, he signals bunt but pulls it back in time. So 2-0 the count. As Cody Huff playing in about parallel to third base. Birdsell ready from the windup. Here comes the 2-0 offering, and Nakawaki grounds it over to short. Up with it is Martinez, throws to first, and Williamson able to corral it for out number 1. And on a 2-0 count, if manager Grant Palmer probably wouldn't be too pleased to have a ground out on a 2-0 pitch. Normally on 2-0, you're just looking for a pitch that's in there, and you only swing when it's right there. You can crush it. As Nakawaki just able to ground out as the first pitch to Isaac Barrera, the hero of last night's contest for the Bucs, is a ball. So 1-0 our count. Barrera went 3 for 5 and drove in the 2 game-winning runs as the 1-0 pitch again low, and it gets away from catcher Sam Thompson. So 2-0 the count. Barrera, a .370 hitter coming in. He struck out, however, in his first time aboard. 2-0 on the way from Birdsell. Fastball misses away, so hitters count now 3-0 for the 5-6 center fielder by way of Kent Washington and Gonzaga. Birdsell working quickly. The 3-0 is in there for a called strike one, catching the outside corner. But Barrera still ahead in the count, 3-1. Here comes a 3-1 delivery, and it's low, ball 4. So Barrera draws the free pass, and the Bucs have a base runner here with one down. And that's going to bring up the DH, the 2-hitting Chad Castillo. Castillo has been a consistent threat out of the 2 spot this year for the Bucs. He's also hitting .370. Like leadoff man Barrera, as the first pitch to him almost gets away, but Thompson able to snag it as it ran too far outside. Castillo also struck out his first time aboard. He digs in from the right batter's box. Righty on lefty matchup here. Birdsell working from the stretch. Here comes the 1-0, and Castillo was tied up there on that inside pitch as he fouled it right back into Sam Thompson's mitt. So 1-1 the count. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 man on. As Barrera always a threat to swipe a bag. He's got 4 of them on the season. He's got a 3-step lead here. Birdsell's 1-1 to Castillo is hacked at and missed. So the right-hander from Texas A&M ahead in the count, 1-2. Castillo 1 for 3 in last night's game. He had 2 RBIs to his credit as well. As Birdsell throws back over to keep Barrera honest at first. Barrera and Castillo, 4 of the 5 Bucs RBIs last night, and 4 of the 8 Bucs hits. So that 1-2 spot, pretty dangerous for this Bucs team. They've been giving the minors fits all season long. Birdsell's ready. The pitch. A 1-2 curveball just misses. Tough pitch to lay off with 2 strikes. But regardless, it's 2-2. Birdsell leans in with the right arm hanging out, getting his sign from catcher Sam Thompson. He's got it. Barrera, a 3-step lead. 2-2 pitch fouled back to the screen. So we'll do it again, 2-2. A reminder, folks, this is game number 4 of the Miners' 7-game road trip taking place this week. The 4th time this year they're facing the Bucs as a 2-2. Another breaking ball just misses, so Castillo has run the count full 3-2. Also another reminder, in case you're just tuning in, this is game 1 of a doubleheader, and both games will be 7 innings rather than the usual 9. The 3-2 to Castillo is fouled off to the left side out of play, so he's making Birdsell work here. We'll do it again at 3-2. Tomorrow, the Miners will be back here to face the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. They'll have a day off on Saturday, and then they'll be back here on Sunday again to face the Bucs as Castillo lines one to the hole at 3rd and short for a base hit. His first hit of the night, the second hit of the night for the Bucs, and they've now got 2 base runners with 1 out for the 3rd hitting right fielder, Blake Paugh. As catcher Sam Thompson will go out and have a quick word with Birdsell here, just trying to calm him down as the right-handed Texas A&M Aggie looks to get out of a jam, and pitching coach Jeff Erlab, as I speak, headed out to the mound to have a word with his hurler. Another beautiful night for baseball here in the ABL. Partly cloudy skies, temperature around 65 degrees. The wind has picked up a bit compared to previous nights. It's about 13 miles an hour blowing out towards left field. There's always a little more carry to the ball here at Mulcahy Stadium than there is at Herman Brothers. As Jeff Erlab had a quick discussion with his pitcher as Birdsell looks to work his way out of trouble here in the 3rd. The Miners still leading it 2-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Valley's finest. As for the Bucs, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Blake Paw digs back in. It'll be a righty on righty matchup here. Paw 5 for 20 on the season as he awaits the first pitch. Breaking ball line down the third base line. It's just fair as it gets into left for extra bases. Barrera is going to score. Castillo trots into third. Blake Paw is in with a standing double, and the Bucs cut the lead in half on a first pitch breaking ball that just barely caught the inside of the bag at third base and stayed fair. So Blake Paw delivers. He gets himself another RBI. That's his 7th RBI on the season. As the Bucs are threatening here, they've got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for the cleanup man, Chaney Rogers. Birdsell ready from the left side of the rubber deals, and Rogers swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to the left, and that one will scoot out of play.
Just like last night, whenever a team gets ahead, it's not much longer before the other team battles right back into it.
You can never count either of these teams out. There were 4 lead changes in last night's contest. Birdsell checks the runners. The 0-1 pitch to Rogers is a check swing, didn't go around, and the pitch missed outside anyway. 1-1 as home plate umpire gets a quick appeal from the third base umpire. He says no swing, so we're even, 1-1. Birdsell leans in, gets his sign from catcher Sam Thompson. He's got the pitch that he wants, working from the letters. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. So 2-1 the count. Chaney Rogers was not hitting in last night's game. Rather, he came out of the bullpen for the Bucs, and today he's hitting cleanup as he awaits the 2-1 offering from Birdsell. Swung on and missed. Birdsell blew the fastball by him there. Good placement on the outside corner, so we're even at 2-2. In relief, Rogers struggled. In just 1/3 of an inning, gave up 2 runs without giving up a hit as he walked 3 batters. His only out coming from a sacrifice bunt. Birdsell deals 2-2. The ball gets away from Thompson. Castillo is going to score standing, and this ball game is tied here in the 3rd. So chalk that one up as a passed ball as that pitch went in the dirt. Scooted by the catcher Sam Thompson, and we're even now at 2 apiece. And the lead run is now standing 90 feet from the plate at third in Blake Paw as Chaney Rogers digs back in with a full count. 1 out in the inning. Birdsell checks Rogers over at third, or Paw, and the 3-2 to Rogers misses outside, ball 4. So now 2 men on for the Bucs here in the 3rd. It'll be runners at the corners, 1 out, and the batter is catcher Caden Hobson. Caden Hobson came in the 9th last night, actually scored the game-winning run. He reached base on a pinch hit single. A University of Arizona commit. Infield in double play def. The first pitch to Hobson is hit out towards left field, and that one is going to drift foul out of play. So he's down 0-1. 325 to that left field foul pole here at Mulcahy. 365 to left and right center. 325 to the right field foul pole, and 410 to dead center. Birdsell shakes off one sign. Now he's got what he likes. Here comes the 0-1 to Hobson. Another foul to the left side. This one going to get out of play once again. So Birdsell's quickly got him ahead in the count, 0-2. Hobson struck out in his first time aboard in the 2nd inning. As he digs into the right batter's box with an open stance, righty on lefty matchup here as the 0-2 pitch misses away. Try to get him to chase, but it's 1-2 to the catcher Caden Hobson. 8 for 32 hitting were the Bucs last night as the pitch to Hobson, a breaking ball as he's barely able to fight it off. Looked like he was a bit out in front of that one as he fouled it to the right side. So we'll do it again now, 1-2. Bucs averaging 9 hits a game coming into this one. The Miners averaging 7.5. The 1-2 pitch. Hobson again flies it foul to the left side, and once again, it gets out of play. Remember, folks, a foul ball, it can do some serious damage to your car. You can always visit the folks at the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. Birdsell looking to work out of trouble here as the 1-2 is in the dirt, missing away. Good stop, though, by Thompson, sliding to his left and blocking it. So we're even, 2-2. Middle infielders Ricky Martinez and Tyler Porter in double play def as Porter, the second baseman, playing pretty close to the bag. Runners on the corners, 1 out, the pitch in the dirt, and that's going to allow Cheney Rogers to get to second base as Rogers was taking off anyway, so now the double play is eliminated. Bucs once again have 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out in a 2-2 game. And a 3-2 count coming up for Caden Hobson as the Miners now have action in the bullpen. A right-hander getting loose as the 3-2 misses low. Another free pass surrendered here by Birdsell. The third walk of the inning for the right-hander. And the bases are now juiced. The Bucs have ducks on the pond. And Sam Thompson, the catcher, along with third baseman Cody Huff, going to go console Birdsell on the mound. Justin Cook is coming up here for the Bucs, the third baseman today. Started at first base yesterday. Cook 1 for 4 with an RBI in last night's contest. A .304 hitter on the season. In his first time aboard, grounded out to the third baseman Cody Huff. Huff digs in. Cook digs in. It'll be a righty on righty matchup. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch is low, ball 1. Corners playing in here for the Miners. Drew Williamson a couple steps onto the grass section of the turf here in the infield. Cody Huff parallel to third base. Birdsell's ready, the 1-0. Swung on and missed by Cook as he tried to clear the bases with one swing there, but came up empty, so we're back to even 1-1. Birdsell leans in, gets his sign, working from the belt. The 1-1 pitch is catching the outside corner. Caught the outside corner for called strike 2. Justin Cook didn't like that one as he had a few words with the home plate umpire there after that pitch. It's 1-2. Birdsell still working quickly here. The 1-2 to Cook. Swung on and missed. The breaking ball got him. He was out in front as Birdsell sets down Cook for a big out number 2.
That's a huge out right there because that eliminates the tag up on the pop fly, and now infield is now back, so they can go anywhere here for the third out.
Birdsell now only having to worry about the batter. Should be the only task at hand as the batter will be Justin Vandebrake. He was also a pinch hitter in last night's contest for the Bucs as he watches a fastball go inside 1-0. Vandebrake 0-1 in last night's contest, a .231 hitter on the season. He's got a run scored, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts to his credit. The 1-0 pitch to him, a fastball in there for a called strike 1 as Birdsell caught the outside corner with the heater. Brandon Birdsell, 1-0 this past year for Texas A&M in 8 appearances. Opponents hit .227 against him. Gets his sign, the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Vandebrake as he couldn't catch up to another heater, and it's 1-2. Birdsell earned his first collegiate win back on March 26th against Lamar. He struck out 2 batters in that game. ERA of 6 in 6 innings of work for the Aggies this past year. The 1-2 pitch coming, and Vandenbrink thought about chasing the slider, but it slid just a little too far outside, so we're even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There are ducks on the pond for the Bucs here as the bases are loaded in a tie ball game, 2-2. Birdsell is ready. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase the breaking ball there. Strike 3 swinging, and the side is retired. But not before the Bucs tie it. We're through 3 here at Mulcahy Stadium. Bucs and Miners tied at 2. Six, seven, eight coming up for Tyler LeBrun's Miners here as we are tied 2-2 as Montez first pitch is fouled off to the left side out of play. So he's down 0-1. Miners struck first in the top of the second with back-to-back RBI doubles from Cody Huff and Sam Thompson, but the Bucs got it back in the bottom of the third as the 0-1 catches the inside corner from Brett Finnell with the fastball. So Montez quickly down in the count 0-2. Montez 0 for 1 in last night's game in a pinch hitting role as he watches a fastball miss away 1-2. Finnell working from the windup off the left side of the rubber. Here comes the 1-2. It is popped up out towards left field. Underneath it is the left fielder, and he makes the catch as Justin Vandenbrink had his arm up against the fence. Wasn't sure if that one was going to get out of play or not, but it just stays in play for Vandenbrink to make the catch. So Montez retired for out number 1, and that's going to bring up Cody Huff, the third baseman. Tanner Carlson got the first 7 starts of the year for the Miners at third as Huff, for the first time this year, gets the nod at the hot corner as he watches a fastball miss away 1-0. As previously mentioned, Huff already an RBI double to his credit thus far as the 1-0 pitch, a fastball that catches the inside corner for a called strike 1. Huff 2 for 3 in last night's game, and he's now 4 for 9 on the season as a ball skips in the dirt. The 1-1 pitch gets away from the catcher, Caden Hobson, and skips to the backstop. So 2-1 now the count. The pitch on away, and Huff hits one back up the middle and a base hit. So Cody Huff's hot start continues here on the season. He's now got 5 hits in 10 at-bats, and he's 2 for 2 to start the night. He was 2 for 2 to start last night's contest as well, as a modest 3-game hitting streak to start off his Miners career, as the Valley's finest have a runner at first with 1 out And Sam Thompson coming to the dish. An RBI double his first time aboard as the first pitch to him, a fastball that misses low for ball one. Brett Finnell back on the hill for the Bucs. The 6'4 right-hander by way of Cal Baptist deals the 1-0. It is a fastball that catches the outside corner. And once again tonight we're seeing the umpire being a little lenient with those corners. And the batters are taking some exception to it. They're kind of giving him that "are you kidding me" look. As the 1-1 pitch on the way to Thompson is chopped over towards the infield. Justin Cook corrals it at third, throws across the diamond, and retires Thompson. But meanwhile, Huff is able to move up 90 feet into scoring position. So 2 outs and a runner on second for the number 9 hitting Tyler Porter. Porter flew out to the left fielder in his first time aboard. Got a chance for an RBI here. He's got one of them on the season. 3 runs scored, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Porter thus far. Finnell working from the stretch off the left side of the rubber. First pitch to Porter, catches the outside corner with the fastball for a called strike one. Miners going with their camouflage uniforms tonight with the yellow numbering and green lettering with the yellow trim as the 0-1 pitch is chopped over to first, and it's going to stay fair as the little dribbler is corralled by Cheney Rogers. He steps on the bag for the third and final out of the inning. Miners get a base runner via single from Cody Huff, but they cannot turn it into a run. We're through 3.5 here at Mulcahy Stadium. 2-2, game is tied. Eight, 9, and 1 coming up for the Bucs here in the home half of the fourth. We are tied at 2 here at Mulcahy Stadium as Tyler LeBrun going to stick with his starter Brandon Birdsell to start this bottom of the fourth. Righty on righty matchup here to start it. Birdsell working from the left side of the rubber. First pitch out of the windup. A fastball missing low and away. Ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Miners. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Bucs thus far as the 1-0 fastball from Birdsell misses away for a ball. 2-0. Bucs looking for their 6th consecutive victory here, and the Miners looking to even the slate at 4-4 thus far on this young 2019 ABL season as Tate fouls it off. The 2-0 pitch to the backstop, so 2-1 now the count. Birdsell still working quickly. Here's the 2-1 offering, and it runs inside, and Tate had to scoot out of the way there, so he's got a hitter's count, 3-1. Miners had 12 strikeouts last night as a staff. Every pitcher that entered got at least 1 punch out as the 3-1 pitch, a called strike 2. And Cole Tate threw his bat over towards Taishi Nakawaki in the on-deck circle. He thought he had the free pass, but the home plate umpire says, no, no, no. Not so fast, my friend. As we're full 3-2. Birdsell is ready. The 3-2 pitch on its way. And this one misses outside, ball 4. So Tate gets a free pass here to start the bottom of the 4th. And Birdsell starting to lose some of that control in these past couple of innings. And Tyler LeBrun, the manager, is coming out, and he will make a move for the bullpen. We'll have a new pitcher coming in for the Miners here. Bucs starting off the inning with a walk. There's a runner on first, nobody down. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back. New pitcher for the Miners here in the bottom of the 4th, as it'll be right-hander Jack White. White, a redshirt freshman, a New Mexico Lobos, 6'4", 200-pound right-hander by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. This will be his 3rd appearance on the year. He's 0-1 in 4 innings of work with an ERA of 4.50. Opponents hitting just 154 against him, as White working from the left side of the rubber to Taishi Nakawaki. The first pitch to him, fastball missing upstairs, ball 1. Nakawaki grounded out to short in the 3rd inning, getting another crack at it here in the 4th. Bucs have a runner to start off the inning via a walk. Cole Tate gets about a 3-step lead off of first. White is ready and deals. This ball is popped into left. Drifting over is Colin Montez. He barely has to move as he makes the catch for out number 1 on a can of corn out to left field from Nakawaki. So 1 on, 1 down, and it's back to the top of the order with Isaac Barrera. Isaac Barrera, the slap hitting leadoff man for the Bucs, playing in center field. Cody Huff playing parallel to third base as the first pitch to Barrera is grounded over to second. Could be 2. Porter barely able to corral it, throws to first, and he just gets Barrera by a step. So it looked like Porter fumbled the ball a little bit on the transfer as he looked to get over to second to get the lead run. But the Miners will compensate, though, as they get Barrera on a close play at first. So the Bucs once again have a runner in scoring position. 2 down after the ground out, and Chad Castillo digs back in. Already has a single to his credit in this one. He's 1 for 2 as the first pitch to him swings and misses at the fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Castillo now 2 for 5 in these last 2 games with 2 RBIs. White is ready. Here comes the 0-1, and Castillo fights off a fastball to the left side, and that one will get out of play. So 0-2 the count. White on the year, 2 hits, 2 runs allowed. Both of them were earned. 1 home run, and 2 punchouts for the 6'4 right-hander as he looks to get out of trouble here in the fourth. Checks the runner at second. Deals. 0-2 is popped up foul to the left side. Huff is drifting over, but he'll have no play on this one as it will be a souvenir for a fan on the third base side. So 0-2 once again the count with 2 down. Castillo digs back in to the right batter's box. Righty on lefty matchup here. White checks the runner. The 0-2 once again is lined into center field. Kirby runs in. It drops in front of him. Base hit. Rounding third is Tate, and he will score. So the Bucs take the lead here in the bottom of the fourth on an RBI single from Chad Castillo. That run will be credited to Brandon Birdsell. So Birdsell will finish the day with 3 innings pitched and 3 runs allowed. The 4th hit of the evening for the Bucs as they now take a 3-2 lead, and Blake Paul will dig in. Castillo gets about a 2-step lead off of first. First pitch to Paul is hit well out to left field. This one has a chance, and it is gone. So Blake Paul leaves the yard, and he is now the ABL leader in home runs with 3. As he took the first pitch fastball over the fence and left. And the Anchorage Bucs now lead it 5-2. The Bucs have now scored 5 straight runs here in the third and the fourth, as this game has completely turned on its ear in the last 2 innings. So the cleanup man, Cheney Rogers, digs in. White still working from the stretch. First pitch swung on and missed by Rogers. First strike 1. RBIs number 8 and 9 on the season for Blake Paul, as the 0-1 pitch to Rogers is popped foul to the left side, and this one will land in the bleachers over on the third base side. So 0-2 now the count. As Jack White will look to stop the bleeding here for the Miners and give Tyler LeBrun's squad a chance to get it back with the bats here in the top of the 5th. 0-2, 2 outs. Rogers digs in. The pitch to him is lined to left field. Montez is running over, and he makes the over-the-shoulder catch in the gap. Good range there by Montez to track that one down, and the side is retired. But not before the Bucs take the lead with 3 runs, including a 2-run homer from Blake Paul. We're through 4 here at Mulcahy Stadium. Anchorage Bucs leading it 5-2. Top of the fifth here at Mulcahy Stadium, and the Anchorage Bucs now holding a 5-2 lead over the Matsu Miners after an RBI single and then Blake Paw's two-run dinger to left field. So Brett Finnell back on the mound here for the Bucs to face the top of this minor order that will start with Eric Webb. First pitch to him, runs inside and nearly gets Webb. So 1-0 the count. For the Bucs, that was their fifth home run as a team on the season as Webb takes a called strike one at the knees. 1-1 the count. Webb ready, Finnell ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's fouled right back towards us in the press box and then ricochets back onto the field. So 1-2 now the count for Eric Webb. He went 1 for 5 in last night's game. So far today, he was hit by pitch to start the ball game and then grounded out to second. Webb 4 for 10 on the year thus far. Awaits the 1-2 and it's upstairs. Good job by Webb there to lay off, so 2-2. Bucs now with 5 hits in this one and 5 runs. The Miners 2 runs, 4 hits. The 2-2 offering is fouled off the catcher, so we'll do it again, 2-2. Justin Kirby awaiting on deck. And Drew Williamson waiting in the hole as the Miners' top of the order looks to get those 3 runs back here in this top half of the fifth. Just another reminder, folks, in case you're tuning in, just tuning in, that is, in a doubleheader in the ABL, there are just 7 innings played in each game. The 2-2 offering to Webb. Again, another foul ball to the right side. This one will get out of play. And remember, if a foul ball does damage to your car, you can always visit the fine folks at the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more details as the 2-2 pitch in the dirt with the breaking ball. So Webb's run the count full 3-2. Bucs going with their black uniform tops today and white pants with yellow lettering and numbers. Very similar look to that of the MLB's Pittsburgh Pirates as the 3-2 runs inside and gets Webb right on the back. So for the second time today, Webb is plunked by Finnell, and Webb will take his base. So the Miners have a base runner to lead off this top half of the fifth, and Justin Kirby digs in.
Both times he was hit by a pitch was with full count at bat, so way to battle and earn that base.
Webb earns first base again for the second time today, and Justin Kirby digs in. Kirby has struck out, and he too has also been hit by a pitch in this one, as the first pitch to him, a fastball that catches the outside corner, called strike one. Kirby 2 homers on the year, as he'll try to get some runs back here. The 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball missing in the dirt for ball 1, so we're back to even. 1-1 count. Kirby leads the Miners so far this year with 8 runs scored. And he also has 5 RBIs to his credit thus far as well. A 286 hitter coming in as the 1-1 pitch, another fastball that catches the outside corner. Kirby didn't look like he agreed with that one, but regardless, it's 1-2. Kirby steps back in with an open stance in the left batter's box. Righty on righty matchup here as the 1-2 pitch misses in the dirt. Breaking ball trying to get him to chase, but Kirby not biting on that one. It's 2-2. Drew Williamson waiting in the on-deck circle. Aaron Walters in the hole. Webb gets about a 2-step lead off first. Here comes a 2-2, and it just misses outside. 3-2, and you got to be careful as a batter laying off that pitch there just off the outside with the way this home plate umpire has been calling it today. It's a risky take. But Kirby steps back in. 3-2 on the way, and it's chopped foul to the left side. So we'll do it again at full count, 3-2. Top of the fifth, Bucs leading 5-2. The Miners struck first in this one, but the Bucs have scored the last 5. Miners still looking for that first victory of the year against this Anchorage Bucs team. Here comes the 3-2. It's fouled off again, this time to the right side, and it'll get out of play. So we'll do it again. 3-2 count. Brett Finnell working in his 5th inning here. In his 2nd appearance on the season. Shakes one sign off. He's got what he likes. The 3-2 pitch is lined over to second, and that's going to get over Cole Tate's head for a base hit. Webb is rounding second, and he will slide into third. No play. So a good base knock there by Justin Kirby, who has started to heat up in these past 3 or 4 games after starting the year off a bit cold, just 2 of 16. Starting to pick things up at the dish for the Miners, and he's able to move Webb over to third, so Miners now have runners at the corners. Nobody down for the third hitting first baseman Drew Williamson, and it looks like Bucs manager Grant Palmer is coming out to the mound. There is a right-hander getting loose in the Bucs bullpen. He may just be looking to buy time for the right-hander out in that left field corner in the Bucs pen. We'll see. And no, it looks like they're going to make a switch. I'm not sure. The relief pitcher has opened the fence, and yep, Palmer signals for his bullpen, so Finnell's day is done after 4 innings of work. And he is responsible for the 2 runners on base. New pitcher coming in for the Bucs. We'll tell you who it is after this short break. New hurler on the mound for the Anchorage Bucs as Grant Palmer deciding to go to his bullpen here in the 5th. It'll be right-hander Colton Rendon making his 2nd appearance on the year for the Bucs against the Miners. He's a 6'4", 225-pound righty who just finished his junior year as a Winthrop Eagle out of the Big South Conference. Drew Williamson digs in, the third hitting first baseman for the Miners, looking to get some runs back for Tyler LeBrun's squad after the Bucs put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 4th. He's got first and third, nobody out as Rendon throws over to first to keep Justin Kirby honest. Kirby 2 for 2 on the year in stolen bases, both of those swiped bags coming in these last two games. He's got one today and had one last night. Kirby gets a three-step lead. Rendon working from the right side of the rubber. From the stretch is ready. First pitch to Williamson, a fastball that just misses off the outside corner, 1-0. Drew Williamson with an opportunity for RBI number 5 on the season. The 6'5" first baseman from Bruton, Alabama, has got a chance to get some runs back here for the Miners. 1-0 pitch on the way is lined foul to the left side, and that'll get off the backstop, so we're even now 1-1. On the day, Williamson a strikeout back in the first and a walk in the third, as he's 0 for 1 to this point. Kirby gets a three-step lead off first. Webb gets his lead from third. Rendon taking his time as he throws over to Kirby. Rendon working a lot more patiently than starter Brett Finnell, that's for sure, as he's looking to get out of a jam. Middle infield's in double play def with Nakawaki and Tate playing close to second. Rendon is ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball is low. Skips in the dirt in front of Caden Hobson as he's able to keep it in front of him. 2-1 now to Williamson. Aaron Walters is waiting in the on-deck circle. Williamson digs back in. Rendon ready at the letters. The 2-1 pitch is popped foul to the left side, and this one's going to drift out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Drew Williamson digging back in here, righty on lefty matchup. Williamson takes a couple practice hacks. Gets his open stance. Nobody down, runners at the corners. 2-2 offering. Again, lined foul to the left side, so Williamson staying alive here, fighting off some tough pitches, as he's looking for that good one here. Something he can put out in those outfield gaps to try to pick up a couple RBIs. Rendon pretty effective his first time out against the Miners. Didn't give up a run, and he got the win out of the pen. The 2-2 pitch is lined foul to the right side. Williamson just a little bit out in front of that breaking ball. So again, the count stays at 2-2. Jeff Erlab coaching first as usual tonight for the Miners, with David Dennis over at third. Williamson's ready. Rendon's ready. The 2-2 once again. Fastball misses away. Good at bat here by Williamson. The count has run full in every at bat he's been a part of tonight, as he's seen plenty of pitches from this Bucs staff so far. The 3-2 coming up. Rendon working from the right side of the rubber. He deals, and it's in the dirt. Ball 4. So for the second time tonight, Williamson draws a base on balls, and there are ducks on the pond for the Miners here. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the designated hitter and cleanup hitter, Aaron Walters, stepping in. Aaron Walters from Kerrville, Texas, a Texas A&M Aggie this past year. A career .231 hitter as an Aggie in 64 games, as he's still looking for that first hit on the year. Rendon checks the runners. First pitch to him. Fastball catches the inside corner, called strike 1. Tell you what, Nick, these first 2 games, last night's and tonight's, back and forth, as the Miners have a chance to get those 3 runs back that the Bucs got in the bottom of the 4th, as the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball, drops in at the knees for a called strike 2. So Walters quickly down in the count, 0-2. Rendon steps back on to toe the slab. Gets his sign from catcher Caden Hobson. Runners get their leads. 0-2 pitch on its way, and Walters fights it off foul to the left side, and that one will get out to the parking lot. So again, 0-2 our count. Center fielder Isaac Barrera playing just a shade to his right towards left center. Middle infield still in double play depth here as Rendon will step off. Walters steps out of the box here to recollect himself. Rendon working pretty slowly here since coming in out of the bullpen. Both teams with 5 hits in this one. The 0-2 pitch to Walters is in the dirt, and here comes Eric Webb. The flip to home is not in time, so the Miners get one back there on a passed ball. So Rendon's breaking ball one hopped off Caden Hobson's chest and got away from him a little bit to the left side, and Eric Webb putting the wheels on display there. Hobson flipped it over to Rendon. Was a close play at the plate, but Webb slid in head first safe. And the Miners get one back here in the top of the 5th, and they're threatening for more. They've still got 2 men on, nobody out. Rendon checks the runner at second. The 1-2 pitch to Walters swung on and missed, strike 3. So the first out of the inning comes on a strikeout from Walters. So 1 down now, 2 men on, and Ricky Martinez, the shortstop, digging in. Ricky Martinez 0 for 3 in last night's contest. Martinez 0 for 10 on the season, as he's 0 for 12 tonight, as well as the first pitch to him is in there, called strike 1 at the knees. Martinez flew out to right his first time up and then grounded out to third in his last time aboard. Rendon is ready from the stretch, deals 0-1, and it's in the dirt. 1-1 our count. Martinez with an opportunity to pick up his first RBI of the season here. Miners have a runner in scoring position. Drew Williamson on first. Rendon from the right side of the rubber checks the runner at second, deals, and it's a fastball that misses low, so 2-1 the count. Martinez from Baylor University hit 200 this past year. Digs into the box. The 2-1 offering to him is flown out to center field. Barrera retreats and now running in makes the catch, as the runner's not able to advance on that one, so chalk that one up as an F8 for Ricky Martinez, and Colin Montez digs in as the Miners look to start a 2-out rally here with 2 men on base. And trailing by 2 as well, 5-3 here in this top half of the 5th. Both teams with 5 hits thus far. As Montez steps back in, 0 for 1 on the night. He walked in the second and flew out to left in the 4th. Righty on lefty matchup here. Rendon checks Kirby at second. First pitch to Montez is low, ball 1. Montez from Washington State in Marysville, Washington. A career-high 3 hits against Oregon back on April the 14th. 2 homers against St. Mary's back on February 16th. Rendon is ready. The 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner. Hobson framed it pretty well too, as it's even 1-1. Rendon working patiently. He's ready. Montez digs in. The 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1. Temperature still in the mid-60s here. Dropping just a little bit now to 63 degrees. That wind making things a bit chilly here. There's a nice breeze here at Mulcahy tonight. Still a beautiful night in downtown Anchorage for a ball game. The 2-1 pitch to Montez, hacked at and missed, as he couldn't get anything from that fastball there, and we're even. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on base. Miners trailing by 2, 5-3. As Montez digs back in from the right batter's box with an open stance. Rendon working from the stretch, deals 2-2, and Montez swings and misses for strike 3, and the side is retired. Miners get one back in the top of the 5th, but leave 2 men stranded. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 5. Bucs lead the Miners 5-3. Back here with you in the bottom of the 5th at Mulcahy Stadium with the Anchorage Bucs leading 5-3. Brandon Monty alongside Nick Velan, happy as always to be bringing you Matsu Miners baseball here on YouTube Live. Jack White back on to toe the slab for the Miners to start the bottom of the 5th as the first pitch to Caden Hobson misses just a bit away, 1-0. All 5 of the Bucs runs in this game coming in their last 2 appearances at the plate in the 3rd and the 4th. They got a 2 spot there, and then 3 in the bottom of the 4th as Hobson fouls one off the catcher Sam Thompson. So we're even at 1-1. Jack White surrendered 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, but back out there as he tries to develop a rhythm here and keep these Bucs at bay. 5-3 score, 1-1 count. White working from the stretch. First pitch is chopped over to first. Williamson charges in, flips to White at the bag, and that is a quick out number 1 here. As White produces an easy ground out here to start the home half of the 5th, and that's going to bring up third baseman Justin Cook. Justin Cook, a Richmond Spider this past year. 5 runs and 5 RBIs to his credit on the year, along with 2 doubles as the first pitch to him is popped foul to the right side out of play. And that one will be a souvenir. So 0-1 the count after the first man in the inning was retired by Jack White. He's ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball that Cook is out in front of as he chops to the left side foul, and White's ahead now 0-2. Cook digs in. Righty on righty matchup here. White ready. Here it comes. And the 0-2 pitch, a fastball waste pitch there. So 1-2 the count. So far, the Bucs' only loss on this season coming at home. Back on June 7th against the Oilers as the 1-2 pitch misses upstairs. So 2-2 the count now to the 6'3" third baseman Justin Cook, who entered this game hitting .304. Got the start at first last night as he swings and misses for strike 3. It's a drop third, however. Thompson able to throw down to first and retire Cook for out number 2. So the Virginia Beach native Justin Cook set down on strikes. First two batters of the inning retired from White. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Justin Vandebrake, hitting in the 7th spot tonight. His second start of the year against the Miners. As the first pitch to him, a changeup that just misses inside. So 1-0 the count. Miners 2-1 on the road so far this year. The 1-0 pitch to Vandebrake, a called strike one on the outside corner with a fastball. 1-1 now the count. White is ready. Here comes a 1-1, and Vandebrake is late on the fastball there. As White popping the mitt there with that heater. Fastball normally gets up into the high 80s to low 90s. So 1-2 now the count, 2 outs as White looks to set down the Bucs 1-2-3 as Vandebrake pops one up foul to the right side, and this one will be out of the range of Williamson and get into the stands. Remember folks, a foul ball can do some serious damage to your car. If it does, you can visit the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. White is ready, the 1-2. A strike, looking as he caught the outside corner with the changeup. Strike three called. The side is retired. Bucs set down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th. I'll hand it over to Nick Veland for the 6th and the 7th. When we come back, Miners coming to bat in the top of the 6th. Bucs lead it 5-3.
And welcome back to Miners Baseball here on YouTube. Miners trail 3-5 going into the top of the 6th, down to their one of their last attempts to tie this ball game up or potentially lead, as Cody Huff leading off for the Miners here in the top of the 6th inning. Rendon still on the mound, and here's the first offering. Gets that inside corner for strike one. Huff 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. And here's the 0-1 pitch to him. Hits that outside corner for strike two.
You're starting to see the frustration build up for these batters here with this strike zone. The corner is a little bit lofty tonight.
0-2 pitch on its way. In the dirt for ball one. 1-2 is the count. Huff batting .375 coming into this ball game. Scottsdale, Arizona native. Batted .443 in the senior year of high school. And here's the 1-2 pitch to him. Fouled straight out of play. Common theme tonight with foul balls. Just hitters in a battle mentality tonight as they're just fouling them off whenever they have 2 strikes on them. Rendon toes the mound. Gets the sign he likes, and here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded down the third base side, just foul. So the count will remain 1-2. Huff doubled and later scored in the second inning, as well as getting an RBI in that situation. And here's the 1-2 pitch to him. In there low for ball 2. And in the fourth inning with a single and moved to second on a fielder's choice. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside for ball 3. And so Huff will make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Doubleheader ball games in the ABL are only 7 innings, so Miners are looking to attack here with limited options as ball 4 for Huff. So he'll take first base on a leadoff walk. Pretty solid day so far. 2 for 2 with a single and a double and also a walk, so his on base percentage today as a whole 1.00. As Sam Thompson will step up to the plate with Huff on first. Thompson today, a double in the second inning that brought home Huff, and then a fielder's choice in the fourth. And here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. So let's see what the Miners can do here with a man on first to lead things off. Fourth time tonight that the Miners have gotten a leadoff man on either a hit by pitch or a walk. Bucs 5, Miners 3. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Thompson. Outside for ball 1. Try to get him to chase there, but he wasn't having it. As Sam Thompson makes the count 1-2. No outs with a man on first. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. As another foul ball will keep Sam Thompson in this at-bat. The count will remain 1-2. Thompson, a freshman at Kent State. And here's the 1-2 pitch to him. In there for strike 3. Got him looking. As that will be the first out for the Miners in the inning with Tyler Porter coming up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out to first and a pop-up to left field in this ball game. Huff takes his lead at first. And here's the first pitch to him, popped out of play for strike 1. Rendon gets the sign he likes, looks at Huff at first. Kicks and deals the 0-1. Fouled straight back and out of play. The second consecutive time for strike 2. Huff with the lead at first. Short lead. Rendon on the right side of the mound. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside for ball 1. Miners trail by 2. The hit column, though, dead even at 5 for both teams. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Lined up the middle, but hard enough for Isaac Barrera to make the catch for out number 2. So off the bat, it looked like that was going to drop there, but it just carried all the way to Isaac Barrera in center. And that will be out number 2 for the Miners. As the top of the lineup, Eric Webb will step in and see what he can do here with the man on first. Hit by pitch twice in this ball game, and 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second inning. And here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. 4th straight batter with first pitch being a called strike, as Rendon on the mound is really locked in this inning. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to third baseman Justin Cook. The throw to first will be in time for out number 3. So Miners will leave a runner on base in the top of the 6th, as they will have one more attempt to tie this ball game up or take the lead as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Bucs 5, Miners 3. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jack White still on the mound for the Miners, as this will be his 3rd inning in relief, as he'll face off against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Bucs, with Cole Tate leading things off for the Bucs. Current standings in the ABL, with the Bucs in first place by 2.5 games, as they are 6-1. Pilots 3-3 are 2.5 games back for the Bucs. And here's the first pitch, high for ball 1 to Cole Tate. Miners 3-4 with 3 games back of first place. Oilers 3.5 games back at 2-4, and the Chinooks are 3.5 games back as well at 2-4, as the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Plenty of baseball left to go in the ABL, with this being the 8th game of the season, as that's lined up the middle for a leadoff single for Cole Tate to get things going for the Bucs in this inning. As Tashi Nakawaki will see what he can do here with a man on first. 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out to left field in the 4th and a ground out to short in the 3rd. And Jack White will look over at first, and here's the first pitch to him. A bunt right back to White on the mound. The throw to first will be in time. So the sacrifice bump will be successful, as Tate will move to second. And we'll have Isaac Barrera up to bat for the Bucs. 0 for 2 on the night. A strikeout in the 1st. A ground out in the 4th, and then a walk in the 3rd. As he has 1 out and a man in scoring position. First pitch to him outside for ball 1. Miners know that Barrera is not a man to mess with runners in scoring position. Last night had 3 RBIs. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him. Line into left field. Might drop as that gets off the glove of Colin Montez in left. And so a diving play by Colin Montez, unable to make the catch, will move Cole Tate to third and give Isaac Barrera first. And the Bucs will have runners on the corners with 1 out. Looks like they're going to give him a single on that one with that toughness of the play. Man, he almost had that one there. So Tate's at third, Barrera at first with Chad Castillo coming up to the plate. And here's the first pitch to him. Grounded foul, almost hit the man on deck for the Bucs. As the count moves to 0-1. Castillo today, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. An RBI single in the third. And then he later scored himself, and then a single in the fourth where he later scored. And let's see what he can do here in the sixth. Miners hoping for a double play, as second and shortstop are in double play depth. Drew Williamson playing a little in, and Cody Huff playing close to third. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined out of play for strike 2. So White ahead in the count, 0-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th with runners on the corners. Bucs lead 5-3. And in this inning, they broke away in the hit column as they have 7 to the Miners 5, with both teams so far perfect on defense with 0 errors. And here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. Tried to get him swinging, did not. And the count will go to 1-2. Umpire calls time. White will step off the bag. Runners will go back to their according bases. White will touch the mound and deliver the 1-2. Swung on him, missed for strike 3. So big out there from White, as there is now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That will eliminate the tag up on a deep pop fly, and that will eliminate a potential run on a sharply hit ground ball in the infield. Now with 2 outs. And here's the first offering to Blake Paul. And a dangerous man tonight is 2 for 2 with a home run and a double, as well as a walk in the first inning. So he is very hot right now in this ball game. White throws over to first, making sure Barrera isn't going anywhere. Barrera is back in time. White re-steps in, gets the sign from his catcher, looks over at Barrera at first, and here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1-1's the count, 2 outs here on a gorgeous night in downtown Anchorage. Couldn't ask for better baseball weather. Mid-60s, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up to center field. Justin Kirby under it will make the catch for out number 3. So Miners are trailing 2 going into their last at bat. And we'll see what they can do coming up next. here in the final frame of this game 1 of the doubleheader, as this is the final attempt for the Miners to tie this ball game up or take the lead. As 3 outs here will end the game if the Miners don't score at least 2. They'll have 2, 3, 4 coming up for the Miners. Justin Kirby, Drew Williamson, and Aaron Walters at the plate, with Robert Hamby now up to pitch for the Bucs. And Justin Kirby knows Hamby from their first game with the Bucs, as first pitch swinging out of play as Kirby went yard on Hamby in game 2 of the doubleheader to start things off for the Miners. Let's see if he has the same result here with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up in the infield. Cole Tate under it at second, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Drew Williamson now up, as he is 0 for 1 in the night with 2 walks and a strikeout, as he'll be up to bat with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And here's the first pitch to him. Inside for ball 1. Bucs are threatening to take their 4th straight game against the Miners. And here's the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Williamson ahead early on this count. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And here's the pitch to him. Grounded to second baseman Cole Tate. He makes the play, the throw to first in time for out number 2. So Miners are down to their final out, as Aaron Walters will come up and see what he can do with 2 outs in the final frame, as he is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 3rd, a grounder in the 1st, and a strikeout in the 5th. Robert Hamby looking for the save here. He already has 2 outs, and here's the first pitch to Walters, is in there for strike 1. Got him looking. Game 2 supposed to start around 8 o'clock. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined into left field. Hope you guys can join us here on YouTube. We'll be here around game time. We should have the official start time at the conclusion of this ball game, but it should be around 8 o'clock, as the Miners will face off against the Bucs. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to second baseman Cole Tate. The throw to Rogers at first will be in time, and that'll do it for the ball game, as the Miners will lose this one 5-3 to the Bucs. So the Miners get ahead early in this one, but cannot hold on to the lead, as the Bucs will take this one from the Miners 5-3. We'll have game 2 action for you around 8 o'clock, as the Miners had 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Bucs had 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For Brandon Monty, this is Nick Veland. Glad you guys could join us for this ball game. We'll see you back here at 8.